So today I decided on making the necessary adjustments or changes to my Minecraft edition, just because I want to kind of, see what I could do, experiment with it. I still haven't really worked with the other one too much, but I'm trying to figure out a good way to transition here. So I've been running my little RC car through it, and I'll show you how it's doing. I'm just going to get a good run. All I'm going to do is hit full blast so you can just sort of see how it transitions as that sets. So it's just going to go from there. It goes pretty well. What I had to do here, I actually had to make this pretty simple, and it kind of gives me an idea maybe when the next time I have to rework that, I might do it this way, but I just kind of have a pad under there. I have no tape on the top side. The car does not seem to run over and interact too much. By the way, real quick, in the Jurassic World Park, whatever, that blue piece right there, that transition piece, it's pretty unique to that set, and I think it's pretty cool. So I think it's, honestly, in my opinion, maybe a good reason to get that just for that piece right there. Get the whole set just for that. It's crazy, but might be a good idea for some. Anyway, check this out. Let's do it again. It gets right through. Now, I did have a problem. You have to be careful right here when you're backing, you're coming through it. Let's go through again, and I'll stop at that point. But like when you're trying to get back to the main part of the track, so you can either back out of it and exit, or just, redo the circuit, there would be a problem here. The car would flip. See right there? It wants to get caught up right there and flip over. But I just kind of folded together a little pad, taped it down, and the car seems to transition quite well. And there you go. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. I'm going to have to start planning out its actual placement and how it's going to fit in with the rest of the arrangement that I'll put together eventually. That's not bad for a little stunt. Again, I'm going to incorporate that, maybe 2 of those in there, and see how it goes. Just see what I could do with it, what kind of creativity I can put together. I'm having an issue, interesting, a little bit of science for you. My Lamborghini, these are a little bit wider. The Lamborghini is a little bit wider than the Tesla. It's the widest one of them all. And it's pretty quick. It's a good car. Let me turn it on for you real quick. Power it on. Pretty much all the remote controls work with all the different cars, but you do have to turn them on in order. When it's outside of the course, it runs fine, right? Let me go ahead and put together. I'm doing little time trials, so I put together a little drag strip. I'm going to be using that too for some of the die-cast ones. But watch this. This only happens inside the tracks. Just gonna press go. You hear how it's cutting out? It's the only car that does that. You hear it cut out? I'm just holding the thing down. And again, that's a reason why you'd want to try to put your remote control cars through those. They don't go. You hear it cutting out. It'll happen with any remote control. It only happens when this particular car is running on the course. Off the course, it doesn't happen. It's interesting. It happens with that and with the long strip up. It just sort of cuts out, and it won't really make the jump. It's interesting. I'm going to have to open up another one of the Lamborghinis, get it charged up, and see if it's just that one. Maybe there's a short inside of it. I can't imagine why it would happen only inside of the track. I'm trying to work that out in my head. I don't really feel like taking these things apart right now. Not at that point yet. Maybe eventually. Yeah, my camera stand. What do they call those in Hollywood? Egg cartons. I'm still kind of buzzing in my head about this, though. I love that. Look at how pretty I don't know if you can really see it, but it's an Adam West. It's the 60s model, and super treasure hunt. I'm really happy. I love the way the flame looks on it. I'm happy about that. I told you the monster trucks love these. Oops. They just squish right in. But I'm having some fun with it. You know, just, I'm playing this morning. It's a good Sunday for playing with the toys. A little imagination time. All the cars, like I said, I'm trying to do the time trials. I kind of want to put together a little series. You know, I don't expect a whole lot of views, but it's just, you know, fun for me. Something to do. I like to be creative. And, yeah, there's the Batmobile. Batman. Mr. T. And we're going to be doing this. I'm not really sure how crazy it's going to add anything, but it's just, you know, one more little stunt. I want to put those two, those that I have together in a sequence, maybe with this as one stunt, not 3 separate ones. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I also wouldn't mind going up into the 3rd dimension and doing something kind of like in the air. I've even thought about putting pieces on the walls. So we'll see how far I go with it over the winter. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. The important, once again, we're talking about how to, you know, like cannibalize these effectively and incorporate them into your Hot Wheels worlds as you're building them, increasing your play sets. And this is, to me, one of the hardest parts, is trying to figure out how to get the car to successfully transition through. I should have recorded when I was having problems, because initially, you know, I was taping over top, and every time it ran through, it would just flip the car and crash out, and I couldn't get enough speed to make the jump. But now that there's literally no tape on the top, let's turn that back on. We'll run through it again. Turn that back on. And then we'll just sort of, I'm not even going to hit, I'll just hit forward. I won't even hit the nitro, because the nitro will give you a little bit of a boost. By the way, that Ferrari sounds a little different. I don't know what the deal is, but it's faster. It's the fastest one that I've come out with so far, I think. It doesn't handle turns that well. I'll show you a little demo on the Ferrari. It's interesting how that plays out. Well, let's do it. Oh no, I was hitting nitro. See, part of the trick is getting back out of it, which is fine. That's part of the challenge. Imagining if you were doing this timed with friends, competitively. Oh, see, yep, I didn't hit nitro and I didn't get enough speed. So, apparently your nitro boost, which is the button on the top, is going to be an important part of the balance of this stunt. Yeah, that was full nitro. Okay, so anyway, we'll be doing more soon. And happy Batmobiling.